Hi, I'm Paul Salazar at Hilton and Hyland Real Estate Beverly Hills. You're watching my web series From Expired to Sold. If you don't know, I specialize in selling properties that were already on the market with another agent. Those are called expireds or cancel listings. If you're a seller, welcome. If you're an agent, welcome as well. You get a lot of information out of this webinar showcasing how I take a property from expired, sitting on the market, frustrated seller to sold client that's happy, that's moved on to the next property. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You have my contact info here below. If you haven't watched me in the past, here's a little bit about me. I've been in the industry for about 15 years. I sold over $500 million worth of real estate in my career. Um, I'm with a firm called Hilton and Hyland. We are the premier luxury firm here in Beverly Hills, selling property as high as $225 million. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, I'm at Paul Salazar Group. I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn, and even on TikTok. Let's get right into it. Here we go. All right, 951 Granville Avenue in Brentwood, Unit 102, a very difficult property to sell, ground floor unit with a patio right on the street during a time in COVID when condos were not selling. Very tough sell, but I was able to, deal with the objections and get the property sold. It was on the market for 1.275, on the market for 50 days with another agent. It canceled. I came in with a different approach, with a more active approach, and I was able to get it sold. So let's get right into it. Why didn't it sell? Well, there's a few reasons why it didn't sell. The previous photos were way too dark. There's a lot of clutter in the property. There's no walkthrough video. There's no aerial photography showcasing the building, the area where it's at. There was no floor plan showcasing the beautiful split floor plan, master on one side, the two guest rooms on the other. I think it's a phenomenal floor plan that was not showcased. There was no promotional email blast. The agent was not an active agent when it comes to listings. They took a passive approach, which means they just put the photos on the MLS with a description and hope for an offer. That's not how we do things here. We are very active. We call agents. We send email blasts. We do ads on social media. We do Instagram lives. We do ads on Google AdWords. So we're very, very active approach in selling all of our listings. Previous agent did not tailor showings to overcome buyer concerns. What that means is the property was on street level, right? That's a really tough objection to do because you can't move the property to a higher floor, right? And once you open up the patio sliding door, there was a clear view that you were right on the sidewalk. People could literally just walk into your patio and into your property, and that creates security issues for a lot of buyers, especially in the city where there's a lot of people walking through this area, right? So we were able to overcome that by adding big potted plants where there was a space where people can walk in. So now, instead of having the space where people can just literally walk over this short little wall that was maybe 4 feet, anybody can walk over it. We put massive potted plants so that it gave the buyer a little bit more sense of security, right? So that was the game changer there. Insufficient house prep, too many items, cluttering countertops and bedrooms, making the space feel smaller and making the photos busy. Again, I understand I have, my place has a lot of things as well. If I was putting my house on the market, I'd be taking all that stuff out and I would clear it out and make it very simple, like a staged home, right? You don't want the buyer to get distracted. You want them to look at the space. Seller's furniture was a little bit too large and made the space feel small. Living room fireplace was covered by furniture. We're going to go over all these with the photos. So here on the left was the before photo. The agent wanted to showcase the dogs of the seller. I think that's inappropriate and also just not called for. I mean, I love dogs, right? Don't get me wrong. I think it's really cute, but it's inappropriate because you're trying to sell a house. You're not trying to sell dogs here. Plus, you're distracting the buyer with these dogs. You want the buyer to look at the space, not the dogs, right? So we also decluttered the nightstand, and we photoshopped the fitness equipment next to the bed. We couldn't take that fitness equipment out because it was way too heavy and there was nowhere else to put it at. So what we asked is we asked our photographer to take it out of the photo, and you can see it makes a huge, huge difference. We also decluttered a lot of the spaces. So here on the left is the before, on the right is the after. We took out all this stuff, we put it in boxes. The seller listened to my, my advice, and we were able to get a lot more showings and ultimately got an offer and able to sell the property, right? So here on the left, it's very distracting. On the right, what you see is just a beautiful kitchen. It's almost like a brand new kitchen, even though this condo building was built in 2007. Not only did we declutter that, but we also exposed the fireplace. On the left is the before photo, not a bad photo, but on the right, we moved the pillows and the sofa. As you can see, we took out one of the chairs so that we exposed the fireplace. We used better photographers. We closed the door in the master, so that's not distracting all the way down to the master closet on the left, as you can see. And it just looks overall better. I mean, it's a much brighter look. It looks a lot more inviting. Not only that, but we staged the property after a couple of months, right? So you can see here on the right what the difference looks like in the master bedroom from not having it staged to having it staged. And I also contributed to the cost of getting it staged, right? So it was on the market for a few months, and then we had to take it off the market. The seller moved out, to the East Coast, and she took all of our furniture and we staged it with, a local stager here in Los Angeles. And I contributed some of the cost of the stager to the seller because I knew that she needed the money to get it staged. And that was something that I really wanted in order to get this house sold for top dollar. So here is a before and after. She had her little office there, but we staged it as a bedroom. The previous agent didn't do aerial photography or twilight photography. On the right, you can see a beautiful building. On the left, you see power lines, right? Big, big difference. We have really high quality brochures for all of our listings. And now what we're doing is we're doing a QR code on all of our brochures so that all you do is snap a photo of it, click the website. Now that website has everything, which I'll show you right now. The website also has this walkthrough video. So I think it's really important to have a walkthrough video. Why? Because most agents will just do a regular video and you don't know what you're looking at. It's a beautiful video. Nonetheless, I agree. But if you're not in the video talking about what you're looking at, then the buyer is just looking at a video that looks good, right? I'm in all my property videos showcasing the best things in each property, right? So for this property, it was a split floor plan. It was in a great building with only 12 units. The location was phenomenal. Let me just show you the video.
Hi, I'm Paul Salazar. Welcome to our newest listing in the heart of Granville, 951 Granville Avenue, Unit 102, featuring 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and located in this beautiful Mediterranean building built in 2007. Not only that, it's also within walking distance of the best shopping and dining LA has to offer, including my personal favorite, Pizziano. Anyway, let's go check it out. What makes this unit so special is the split floor plan, where you have the master on the one end and the 2 guest bedrooms on the opposite end. I absolutely love this kitchen. It's overlooking the living room and the dining room. Not only that, but it's got an amazing Viking range. You can store your Chardonnay here in the wine fridge, and it has a huge bar where you can serve your guests drinks before dinner. The open living and dining area has great indoor-outdoor flow.
If you guys want to see more of my property videos, I suggest you go to my YouTube page. It's very easy to find me, Paul Salazar, Hilton and Hyland. You'll see all my property videos. I have other videos there as well. But I do this for every single listing. It's really important to showcase that. But not only that, but this is on Zillow, right? So when buyers are on Zillow, they can see that property video after they look at the photos. We do a great property website, again, showcasing the photos, all the all the photos, the video, site plan, floor plan, Everything that has to pertain to the property, all the materials, all the marketing materials are right in that property website. It's a one-stop shop for that property. So these are the results for this property on Granville in Brentwood. We received 2 offers within 5 days on our second listing, right? Again, like I said, we were listed on the market before, we took it off, the seller moved away, it was off the market for a bit, we staged it, and then we got 2 offers within 5 days, right? Sold in 5 days for 100% of list price, which is amazing. We had over 50 potential clients with our COVID safe open house. We had 10 private showings within the first week on the market. And again, we use an aggressive multiple offer strategy. If you look at my previous webinars, I do this for all my listings. We had a couple of low ball offers. I knew those weren't going to work out, but we had one buyer that was really interested, and we wanted to use those other buyers as leverage to get the buyer that we knew that was more interested at a better price, to get that buyer up higher, right? So that's our aggressive multiple offer strategy, is to use a multiple counteroffer form. Hire an experienced agent if you're a seller. Hire an agent that's been selling properties for the last 5 or 10 years, right? Somebody who's been through this before and understands how to create urgency for the buyer. Here's my review. If you have any questions, let me know. You can see all my reviews on Zillow or on Google. I think some are also on Facebook, and it's very easy to reach me. You can reach me on all my socials, also all my social channels, as well as email. You can go to my property website, paulsalazargroup.com, or shoot me an email. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.